The conservative-leaning Bhumjaithai party, led by Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, achieved a poll-defying win in the general election on February 8. Despite having won at least 193 seats in the House according to the unofficial count, Anutin needs at least 251 votes from MPs in order to continue his premiership. The contributing factors behind its victory include its ability to attract former MPs of various parties to join Bhumjaithai. At the same time, the main opposition People's Party and the former ruling Pheu Thai Party also saw declines in support. The most important factor, though, is the strong nationalistic sentiment, which resonated with voters in the Northeast. Based on the unofficial results, Bhumjaithai managed to secure victory in border provinces, especially in Buriram, Surin, and Srisakhet.
Especially in this part of the country, ASEAN, and because they actually won quite a number of seats compared to last time, because many provinces on the border were attracted to his campaign to build the wall, and because when he came to Ubon and he made a very clear announcement that we would actually build the wall, so that actually perhaps I think helped them to mobilize support in this part of the country. But I don't think nationalism is the only main thing. And it is not just about the border, because when we talk about their campaign, they accept that they are a conservative country. Anutin also highlighted this, that actually nationalism is in the mind of all Bhumjaithai parties.
While Anutin credited the popularity of the party's technocrats, whom he said had brought them victory, Dr. Thitipon Phakdeewanit feels that there is some proof. The technocrat to whom Anutin might be referring is Commerce Minister Suphaji Suthampan, who enjoys immense popularity. Most importantly, the party doesn't focus only on stimulus measures, but on long-term trade agreements and financial help for farmers.
I think the strength of Bhumjaithai, they don't just focus on cash and out, because they talk about long-term trade, expanding marketing, and focusing on market mechanism that perhaps give a kind of long-term hope for the people. Overall speaking, I think people look for the kind of positive agricultural policies and trade agreements with other countries that actually help them to gain support from agricultural families.
The recent election included a referendum on constitutional amendments with over 90 million voting in favor. Assistant Professor Ploychai Pintopteng explains that the next step is for lawmakers to amend Section 256 of the current constitution. Currently, this section sets rules for changing only parts of the charter, but not for replacing it entirely.
There are also other details that need to be addressed by the Parliament. For example, the scope of the content of the new constitution, and this also includes the selection process of the so-called Constitution Drafting Committee. So yeah, among other things. But I think most important thing is to insert new clause into the Section 256.
But changing the constitution will not be easy. Any draft must win support from more than half of all members of parliament, both the House and the Senate. On top of that, at least 1/3 of the Senate must approve it. That requirement could become a major hurdle, making the road to a new constitution long and uncertain.
So the purpose of the new constitution is to basically take away the power of the Senate. But in order to do that, you need the Senate's approval. That's why I said that it's a very tricky process. So, but this is not a dead end, because parliamentary deliberation does not just happen within the parliament. Of course, in democratic societies, we can put some pressure, especially from the civil society, which I think is going to have to play an important role here if we are going to have a new democratic constitution.
Still, the future of constitutional amendments isn't looking that positive.
I'm not very positive about the new constitution, even though we have a referendum that passed to redraft and reform the Thai constitution. But with Bhumjaithai taking power, so I can't imagine that we would have a more liberal constitution if he is in control of everything. That is a very big question for me with the reform of the constitution, because by leading the government, leading the coalition, I think they have quite a significant power on the say about the new constitution. That will be a big challenge for the party like People's Party. And we are hoping for a more liberal party constitution and, remove certain kind of access power that is given to certain organizations, institutions that undermine the future of Thai democracy.
Ultimately, experts believe that constitutional amendments should be open to public hearings for people to participate in and understand the process, as they think that things may not change if such debates only happen in Parliament. Nad Bunag and Warisara Sehan reporting for Thai PBS World.